Welcome back, everybody. Today we start off right here with this gorgeous view. The skeleton is still below me. My horse has not died. That's nice. And we're gonna start off by turning off shaders. First of all, the beard is growing in fully now. I'd say it's in full now, but I'm gonna keep growing, see how far I can get this beard to grow. Today we will hopefully be building. Hopefully. I hope we start building today. I'm gonna do my absolute best. But first, I realized off screen, I need spruce. And I haven't found a spruce forest, so that needs to take top priority right now over everything else. And I need to get that done before I start building, because spruce is everything. So first we're gonna go back, get situated, get some items together, and we're gonna go exploring again. Simply for the reason of finding a spruce forest. Because I've come to realize spruce wood is probably the best wood that I could have right now for building. Especially as a beginner. What do you want? Why are you here? A cherry Hold on. I might actually get that. What a deal. I got an achievement too. Get off my bed! I felt it best to review this part so the video can get to the building faster. While the main goal was to find spruce wood, a lot of discoveries were made during this trip, to the point where I feel like I found every other biome before an actual spruce forest. I start with a pillager outpost and find a channeling book and another goat horn, and get a little too close to death. Right next to the pillager outpost, I find a group of horses, which were infinitely faster than my current horse. I mean, just look at the speed of this thing. Throughout this journey, I find about a dozen villages, almost as many outposts, another jungle with not just confirmed coordinates for a lush cave, but these lovable pandas. Also this giant cave. I go through another birch forest, pass through a mountain biome where... oh shoot, a spruce tree! I somehow get lucky enough to find just one spruce tree and get several saplings to ensure I can grow a farm back home. I find a ton of emeralds, some little frog boys for later, and even more villages. Oh my gosh, there's so many villages. Oh, cherry blossoms. Those are cherry blossom trees. Is that a whole biome? Are you kidding me? I found a cherry blossom biome before a spruce forest. Are you kidding me? Somehow there were 5 of these cherry blossom mountains. Found some diamond horse armor, a brewing stand, but then I actually find a spruce forest. I never actually go to it, but at least I know it's there if I run out of spruce saplings. As well as that, I find an ocean monument on the way home as well. Also on the way home, I find some allays that I take with me, a sweeping edge book, an ominous potion, and I know I got an infinity book at some point. I don't know where it was in the recording, but I know I have it. It's just here somewhere. Oh my gosh. I need more chests. There we go. And we'll plant the cherry blossom. Plant the cherry saplings over here, and we can start on the base. Alright, now comes the main segment of the video. I've realized something over the past few weeks since I started this Minecraft world. I've made it very clear at this point that I'm not a good builder. Why did I look over here? I'm not a good builder. It's been like that ever since I started playing Minecraft. I've never been good at building. But with this world, I really wanted to create... I want to create like a utopia. I want to create kingdoms in multiple biomes. I want to create a world that I can look back on when I'm like 80 and just like find so many hidden details, so many Easter eggs, so many like things to do, maybe even like lore of sorts. Because that'd be cool. That'd be so sick. But I realized that I'm not a good builder. And if I'm not authentic with my builds, then like, what's the point? We're starting a new journey today. This journey is just called like, learning to be proud of my building. Learning to be proud of my building skills. That and learning to be able to tell a story while building, because my ADHD brain cannot focus on 2 things at once. So we gotta learn how to do that as well. If I build something that looks horrible, I could just rebuild it. In fact, I almost might encourage that. Make something that looks just eh. and then just like rebuild it entirely like 3 times until it looks good. Because it's a forever world. I get to do this for the rest of my life. So yeah, this is gonna be a rough episode. Simply because I don't have a concrete plan, but I don't think I should. I don't think I should have a concrete plan, because then, like, what's the point of building if it's not authentic? I do still want to make a cave house. I just have to... I haven't even been down there yet to, like, scope out what I can build and where I can build it and what would make sense. Alright, first we're going to take a bunch of torches because we've got to light up that whole area. Why are you two following me? I hooked you up on a... What? Okay. They literally broke off their leads. I'm gonna build a little glass cage. No! No! Move! Please! No! Please! Go. 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 Get in there. Yes! I got him! There we go. Got him. They're trapped in there now. So first things first, we need to scout out the caves. I may not even build a house first. I may just build like a bridge. Just literally whatever first comes to mind. I would like to build some bridges that go like from like cave to cave. That'd be cool. Just like several connecting bridges that all connect together but go in like several different locations. I still haven't died yet, surprisingly. Maybe I shouldn't say that, that's gonna jinx it. Alright. That seems to be most of the bottom layer. I mean, as long as they can't spawn on the bottom layer, it should be fine. Alright. This is the moment. This is the moment where I'm gonna gauge like how the heck I'm gonna do all this. I still have to explore this at some point. There's 5 creepers. The problem is I'm too worried to build anything because I'm scared it's not gonna look good. But I also have like 0 ideas. I could build like a little water elevator, little room here to just like go straight up and straight down maybe. Or just like some sort of elevator. Maybe like a mineshaft style elevator, just like... They made out of wood, obviously. Spruce. Spruce is the best option. Just like a pillar that goes straight down, but in the middle it's like, it's a bit fancier in the middle. Either a water elevator or a staircase, or... I don't know. So first of all, we're gonna need a lot of spruce wood, so I'm gonna go get some... Which we need a way down here too, but... For this, I thought it'd be cool to like build like a little spiral staircase that goes like all the way around. Again, I saw that on YouTube, but maybe I can make it like more unique. I remember the days of Minecraft where building really just, it didn't matter. Like, it was still a big thing, but like it didn't really matter all that much if you built good or not. Which I guess it still doesn't, but I started feeling the pressure of having to build good. Like pretty early on, I started feeling like the pressure of having to build like a skyscraper or just a giant fully decorated boat or house or mansion. I was big into mansions back then. And it never worked because I'm just not, I don't think I tried like that hard, but I just liked building like pixel arts and just little shacks and just kind of whatever I wanted, but most of my builds consisted of just like boxes. So I've never really been proud of my builds, but I don't think that's the point, honestly. I think the point is just to have fun, and I've never really had fun with building. It's always been a competition or just like standards. Every time I build something, I always compare it to something else. I guess just a lot of Minecraft players get that. the stress of having to build something that's like perfect. I think there were 2 worlds in my entire life. I've created 2 Minecraft worlds where I truly just didn't care what I built, and that was my first creative world and my first survival world, which they were both on Pocket Edition. So I wonder if I place like 4 saplings like right next to each other, they'll grow into like a big tree. I don't know, let's figure that out. Yep, okay. And it changed the terrain to Podzol. Whoa. Well, that makes this easier. I wish I could show you snippets of my first creative world, because it was just like, truly just like, I didn't care. I built an entire hotel made of just stone, but it was just a column. It was a column all the way up to the build height, which at the time wasn't that high, and the world was limited, so there was only so much you could build in a world. But I built just a stone column in the sky, called it a hotel, and then decorated the inside with like basic like tables, beds. But I decorated the inside, like there were so many floors, and I was proud of it because it was so big, but it was so basic. You'd look back on it now and think like, oh, that sucks, but it meant something to me because I worked hard on it. And I think that's the point. That should be the point of Minecraft. The point is that it's not perfect, and that's what makes it so special. And I think I've failed to realize that over the past like decade, is that just like it shouldn't be perfect. Well, dang, I'm gonna just do this again. There we go. Still a bit. Oh, I take it back. That's a huge tree. You know, this is a good way to make some big trees without having to actually try that hard. I mean, I can make a big tree like this and then just like put roots near the bottom, like looks like it's going into the ground. Gosh, what all did I create in my world? I mean, just like any basic square that you could think of, I built with just every single block in the game. I had a building for, essentially. I had like a little square in the corner with like a dance floor, which was just a bunch of colored wool. Because that's all we had at the time, was just wool. We didn't have concrete or whatever block is in the mesa biome. We didn't have none of that. We just had wool. Just the basic colors of wool, and that was it. At one point during my first creative world, I tried to build like a glass dome over my entire like section of the world, which I had every corner of that section filled with buildings. I don't even remember everything that I put in there. I wish I could show it off, but the world got corrupted. I think I still have a copy of it, I just haven't gotten around to bringing it over to a PC, which it was on PE, so it was just like, it was old. It's an old world. I loved building though on that world, and there were no restrictions, there were no standards at the time, so it was just like I could build whatever I wanted, and it didn't matter. Mainly because no one saw the world, but it was just simple. Okay, there can be like a little bridge right here that like leads into the thing. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna turn that into, jeez! I wanna make trapdoors. Make like 20 buttons, because I know I can use buttons for decorations. It's gonna be very basic looking for now, but that's fine. That's fine, that's the whole point. Ooh, fences, I do need fences. Yeah, I'll just make some slabs with that. The edges are going to be made of this, spruce logs, because that seems to be the generic thing to do. Alright, so the bridge can start right here. Or I guess it can go diagonally if need be. We'll start right there. We're going to do this. We're going to put some slabs like this. Yes. I think what would make this world fun is if I just let my ADHD just roam wild, in the sense of just like go on side tangents, just go on side adventures just for no reason, really. Alright, one more out, and then we'll start right here. Just like in the middle. I mean, that's fine for now. So we could have it like... So that's definitely even. Is that accurate? Yeah, that's accurate. Yes. Perfect. I'm gonna need a lot more spruce wood. I'm very quiet, but again, this is my struggle. I can't tell a story and build at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. But we're gonna figure it out as we go along. Okay. You knew it was gonna happen at some point. Look at that. We got one pillar down. We're gonna need a lot more wood. Like, a lot more wood. This is weird, man. What the heck was that? That was not a familiar cave noise, or one that I like. Now there's like a million different blocks in Minecraft, and you don't even know which one to build with. There's a million different options to build with, and it's just like, it's much harder. I do still prefer Java. I prefer the newer version, but it is harder to build. Just because there's so many options now that you really just don't even know what to build with, because there's so many combinations with so many different blocks. Back then you had wool. That was it. And you used it a lot. You used wool a lot back in the day. I remember coming home from school and immediately just like going to my friend's house to play some Minecraft. Just on Pocket Edition. We just build some houses or some pixel art or just explore on a survival world. Those were the days, man, when just like nothing mattered and you could just have fun doing whatever the heck you wanted to do on Minecraft. The pressure always kicked in after like my first few worlds. YouTube showed me the true like capabilities that Minecraft has in terms of building, and I always wanted to build something that was like cool, that was massive, like a skyscraper. And I did, but I typically followed guides. But then the standards started to kick in, where it was unoriginal if you just used a guide, and it was frowned upon to use a guide on building, which it still is to this day. And then it became impossible to build after that because I wasn't creative enough to build these skyscrapers that I wanted to build, but I couldn't use a guide because it was frowned upon. So it was just like an endless cycle of that ended up in me just never building again and just creating a bunch of survival worlds, going exploring, going mining a bunch, and then just giving up on the world. So honestly, I think I'm gonna do a bit of both in this world, because there's some pixel arts that I think would be fun to build just because, but I get that originality makes it more meaningful, more impactful. So I'm gonna do a bit of both, as long as I'm having fun and enjoying the world, and who really cares? I think if I take it slow, not build in any sort of order or with any real standards, then I think this is gonna be really fun. Every single hardcore Minecraft video on YouTube or Forever World starts off with like, the perfect start to my forever hardcore world. It's just too complicated. You get every material you'd ever need in episode 1, build this massive mansion with every resource you'd ever need, and after that it's like, what's the point of making an episode 2? Episode 2, you build like an end city, where it's just like, I've seen like globes being built, or I saw one video, it was cool to see this one dude who built like every biome surrounding the end, like a little chunk of every biome. It was cool, but it's not like sustaining. Like you make one video out of it, it's cool, it gets views, but what do you do after that? There's only, I mean, the whole point of that series is to build bigger and bigger things. There's only so much you can do with that, I feel like, at least. Do it at your own pace. Don't just like build a monument on day one, because then you run out of ideas, because then it's not as fun anymore. I've definitely got a lot of spruce saplings. I can create a whole forest of spruce right now. Alright, we'll stick with that for now, see what we can do. See if we can at least get, like, all 4 pillars all the way down. There we go, 2 pillars done. That was only 1 stack, that's nice. Alright, so I finished those 4 pillars. What would look better here? Like a trap door? Yeah, trap doors will work. Trap doors are gonna be like the main decoration for like everything. Alright, so the 4 pillars are done. For now, I'm going to fill up all 4 sides with just spruce wood. Like, fill it all the way up on each side, and then we'll detail it after I do that. Because that's like the best idea I can come up with right now. I really don't know what's going to become of this cave. I'm going to build a city down here over time, I just don't know. Ideas kind of come to me in the moment. Like this. I'm just gonna do 1 building at a time, see how it goes. And who knows, I might tear the whole thing down eventually and just build something else, or... I don't know. That is my purpose for a forever world. Figure it out as you go along. If anyone else has some strong opinions on building, or even just some stories to tell, post them in the comments below. I guess, yeah, I need to put those here. There we go. And I missed it. Well, whatever. Here we go, our base is just a pillar. It's something for now. The problem, well, it's supposed to be the fun part, is detailing it, but I'm just not, I gotta think of a detail method. Or, well, that's bigger. I mean, I was about to say, like, I didn't really think this through, like, with that big of a hole, or that small of a hole, but I can just do this, actually. It's pretty big, actually. Aside from, I kind of do wish I went, like, 1 more over. Should I make it bigger? I could go, like, 1 over on each side, which is going to take forever, but it might be worth it. The question is, how am I going to make this go? Am I going to make, like, a staircase or a water elevator? I think, honestly, I could do a bit of both. I think I could have, like, a round staircase, and then right in the middle is, like, a water elevator. So I could have both efficiency and visual appealness. So there's like a quick route and a scenic route. I like that, which most of the time I'll end up using the water elevator, but the scenic route will be there. That was close. I'm gonna need a lot more axes. I may not finish the elevator today. I'm not sure, but at least I can get resources for it. There we go. There we go. That's so many. I can make some like little platforms, like in the middle, like maybe 2 or 3 like little platforms, and like one of them can lead into that cave. That'd be cool. And there we go. There it is. That took A long time. Now comes the fun part. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Yeah, that's not how I want to do that. I'm just gonna jump down. Hopefully I don't die. That would have been awkward. I'm gonna waste so much of this before I even get close to the bottom. This might be too much. It might be. Let me see what slabs look like. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, that might not be a bad idea. That doesn't look terrible. I like that. Let's see how well it does below, though, like, as it keeps going. That looks good to me. I mean, so far. I'm so concentrated on this that I just, like, I don't want to mess this up. Can you shut up? Where even are you? No. I don't think this looks that bad. Gotta adjust it a bit, make it more polished, but still, I do not think this looks bad at all. Next. Right. That zombie is annoying me. I don't even know where he is. See, this is kind of fun. I think this doesn't look that bad. I mean, so far it's just spruce. That's gonna change soon, I promise, but I don't think this looks terrible. Alright, I do need more slabs. Well, I'm almost out of wood completely. Just you're the one causing all that noise. My gosh. It's that simple. Just leave me alone. Alright, we're almost there. It's a nice scenic route. I like this. Alright. I think I can actually... Hold on, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that looks good, but can we change this? Does that look good? I do not know. I don't know. That looks better. Yes, that makes it definitely much better. Yes! Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out, finally. I have no spruce wood left. I think it's gonna look better and better with time. As I upgrade it, as I change blocks. Alright, that should be enough. I mean, that should be more than enough. I do have an elevator that leads all the way to the bottom now. An elevator? I don't know. I guess you count. I mean, it's gonna have a water elevator, which it's only like 2 by 2. So I don't know how it's gonna work entirely, but we'll find out. I'm sure we can make it work somehow. now this... Okay. I would have died there. This segment is weird. It's definitely not, like, the same as the rest. So if I do this... That's not right. No, definitely not. Going back up is not easy. I'm so confused. Why isn't this working? Stair, slab, stair, slab. Oh, that is right. Okay, so 2 slabs and then 2 stairs. Slab and then... Is that right? Okay, yeah, this is right. This is right. I just have to match up the thing. Huh? I'm so confused. What is happening? I think that's fine. Alright, I did it. My goodness, that took forever. So yeah, I never recorded an end segment, but this is the end of the video. I will be back again soon with some more Forever World content. Thank you all for watching. I think next I'm going to try to do some streaming with this world. Hopefully that will help these videos come out more frequently. God bless everyone. See you soon.